Hello, welcome back to the stream, everyone. Thank you very much for jumping in. Do make sure you drop a like on the stream before you do anything else. If you are new, if you found your way here from somewhere and you've never been before, do make sure you drop a subscribe as well. It'd be great to welcome you back to the stream every single day. And, of course, for those of you that are regulars to the stream, you'll know it's Wednesday. That means Save with Crypto Day. How are you, my good friend?
Hello, mate. Yeah, I'm really good, thanks. I was just wandering in from nowhere, and I discovered your channel. Amazing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What a coincidence, eh?
That's great. It seems so familiar.
Yeah. But yeah, big thank you to everyone who's joined the stream already. Do make sure drop a like and get your comments in. Let me know who we've got watching so far. And as we kick into it, we've got Loki saying afternoon, mate. Good afternoon to you, my good friend. I think we might have. I don't know if we've got any news today. I think it might have already happened if we do. But we'll have a look, obviously, at Bitcoin. We'll have a look at the S&P. We'll have a look at the ETH, all that good stuff. As we have a big day ahead of us, I suppose, for whatever may happen. I don't know what time non-farming 2 mins.
Oh.
Non-farming 2 minutes. It's on Friday, isn't it?
Pretty sure it's not now.
I thought non-farm payrolls was on Friday. Let me see. This week, let's go. Clear, United States. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, ADP employment change in 1 minute. ADP employment change in 1 minute. Non-farm is... Yeah, non-farm's on Friday. So, yeah, we do have some data coming in 30 seconds or so. Non-farm employment. Oh, is that what it is? Is that what it's called? Thank you very much, Justin. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, we've got employment change coming in a couple of seconds. Thank you for the heads up. I didn't think we'd have anything, or I thought I would have missed it. I thought it might have been 12:30. But thank you for the heads up. Otherwise, yeah, we would have probably missed that. So we'll see what happens. Do make sure you destroy the like button, subscribe, and yeah, we'll obviously be kicking it off. Right, we've just had that news drop in. Well, the data come out. Let's see, what did we get? 155k. Which is above expectations. The consensus was 105,000. Previous was 77k. Came in at 155. Doesn't look like we've had much of an impact from that. I assume maybe the DXY's had a bit of a movement from that. Yeah, it looks like that's had a bit of a movement. If we go to the 1 minute chart, yeah, that's getting a bit of movement. But in terms of Bitcoin, we've not really had much. So, yes, my good friend, Say with Crypto, how has your week been? Obviously, since you was last Wednesday. What have you been up to? Have you been trading much, or what's been going on in the life?
Yeah, been doing a few trades and stuff. It's all been going quite well, actually. I've not done any big monster trades, but I've done quite a few little ones that have all worked out pretty good, I think. I've had some tiny losses and some reasonable gains, so I think I've had a good week overall.
Yeah.
I have, however, had a bloody nightmare with that indicator that I've been trying to sort of do. So for anyone who doesn't know, is I basically found an indicator that I really liked that someone showed me, someone from the Crypto Saving Expert Discord channel. Someone showed me this indicator. I really liked it, and it was an open source indicator, and all of a sudden it disappeared. And because I had the code, I thought, okay, well, I'll keep it for my personal use. And then I started thinking, it's actually so good that I want to share it with other people. So I thought I'll just take it on as if it was mine. And I've run into all sorts of problems with it. Like they don't like the description of it. They didn't like the screenshot that I did in the description. And it's just been a bit of a nightmare. And I've had it banned like 3 times now. So I'm a bit disheartened about it. So what I'm going to do is I contacted an old schoolmate actually, who's a really good coder.
Yeah.
And I said, have a look at this and tell me tell me what it's all about, and if you can make something similar but better, And he looked, he thought in TradingView, you write indicators in a thing called Pine Script, which is a reasonably straightforward-ish language to look at and code with. It's a bit limiting compared to things like C# and stuff, but it's okay. And he looked at it and he thought, it's okay, that's good. So I've got this idea now that I want to make an indicator of my own, and with the help of him, and go forward that way. The idea being to have something that will help me grow my YouTube channel, something to make it a little bit different, and something that will help me with trading as well.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I love Stonksy and all that, I am the sort of bloke that I like to know what's going on under the bonnet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of, I like to see the bits moving, so I can work out exactly what the thing's doing. But anyway, so that's something to look forward to. That does bring some interesting problems though, because one of them goes back to a thing that we often talk about, which is I need to pay my mate, Mr. S. I'm calling him for the moment, but I need to pay Mr. S, and obviously the way for me to pay him, I'm going to pay him in crypto, because I'll give him a percentage of the like affiliate commission I get from one of my exchanges, for example. So he's not into crypto at all, right? so I've got two problems here. One, I'm going to have to persuade him that crypto is real money and it's worth having. And how do I pay him, and how will he want to be paid? Because I'm thinking he probably wants to be paid so that he can turn it into normal money. However, I think what will happen is, once we've had a few chats and we've gone through this indicator and stuff, and we've talked about trading and stuff, he's going to realise the potential of crypto, and he's probably going to want to get involved, and then he'll probably get addicted like what I am, and and he'll probably end up trading, to be honest. But like at the moment, he's a complete crypto virgin, So it's going to be interesting to see how.
I was going to say, like, even if he wanted to just change it straight over, he could easily just create a Coinbase or Swissborg account, couldn't he? And then you could just send him like USDT, or I don't know if they still take USDT now or not with Micah. I don't know. But you could easily just send him USDC in there, and he could just sell it straight away and convert it to pounds. Pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah, but I was thinking, because I want it to be cheap for me as well. So
hang on, everyone's saying WTF, act WTF. What's going on? What's going on? Is something going on? What's going on with that? I know Act had a big move the other day. Did we have something? Right, well, carry on, mate. This is following on from the dump from the other day. Go on, carry on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking, like, I know we talk about BLOFIN being a non-KYC exchange and stuff, but have you ever used it to actually connect to a bank or anything? I mean, I haven't, but
no. So you can for BLOFIN, you can deposit funds in there, using, I don't know if it's like an actual bank transfer or card. I think it might be card. I can't remember. But I don't know. I don't think you can off ramp. I don't think you can off ramp from BLOFIN. I know you can deposit funds on there from fiat directly on there, but I don't think you can off ramp. Personally, for on and off ramping, I use Coinbase personally. Obviously, Swissborg is another good option. You've obviously got other ones like Crypto.com. Is an on and off ramp, isn't it? What else is there? Maybe Kraken.
Okay, so what are the options with Coinbase? For what networks can you pay USDT into it with? Can you use? Do
you know what? I'll have a quick look for you now. I don't actually know if they still take USDT or not.
They probably don't actually, because
no, I don't think. Let me just have a quick look for you. Obviously, this depends on where you are, doesn't it, as well? Because obviously, not all exchanges serve everyone. Let me just see if you can deposit it. USDT. Oh no, you can. So you can.
Use the Ethereum network, or can you use?
So this is coming up with Ethereum, yeah, but I think you can change it. I think you can maybe change the default deposit address on it. So maybe you can change it to Solana or something.
Yeah.
But you can still deposit it via ETH. So I don't know. I'd have to have a mess around with it. But yeah, you can still do it. Revolut, yeah, Justin's just put in Revolut. Revolut's obviously another good one.
Okay.
There is, there's still plenty of options. Let's just run through the chat. So we got Loki. Yeah. Lee says comments still being deleted again, Dave. Very annoying. Can you do me a favor, Lee? Are you in the Stonksy Discord? I feel like you are. If you are, can you just DM me exactly what it is, the comment that you're saying? So then I can then go into the filters and remove whatever it is that's tagging, obviously, these comments that you're putting in. And then I can remove whatever it is that's, obviously being flagged and auto-deleted. So if you can actually send me the actual message, the full message, whatever it is you've typed in so far that's been auto-deleted, I can then go into the filters and then remove whatever it is that's flagging something in the message. Big day ahead, says Prosper. Yes. Daniel, how you doing, my friend? Lee Scully says, ETH long from 1900 at 5x, hoping for a move up today. It's had a nice bounce back on it from this morning. I was short from 84,830, I think it was. And it was looking pretty good this morning. And obviously, we've had a bounce back into this supply area here. So I got took out at break even and I've not gone back in yet. I'm a bit, I don't know. I don't know whether can see it squeezing up more or not. I think if we're going to squeeze up here, then we may as well just run like towards 89, 90k, wouldn't we? And take out all them stops that are lying above from last week's move. When tariff event, someone's put in about 8 hours. We are going 90k first or 70k, 76k first. Well, I assume we'll see in April, won't we?
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, Reggie Man says I went long on it from 0.063, thinking it would bounce. It's been delisted from Binance, so it's kind of like, what's the reason for it to bounce? Do you know what I mean? You kind of just maybe trying to catch a falling knife there. I don't know. Loki say 93k. Please, is Trump tariff announcement today? Yeah, someone said in about 8 hours is 9 p.m. Don't know what local time that is like. I think the deleted comments are the mention of Stonksy. No, I'm not in Discord, mate. Are you a Stonksy usually? If you're a user, you should be in Discord. Maybe you just come to the streams. I don't know why. I thought you was in the Discord. Okay, so maybe it's something to do with the word bot, maybe. I don't know, actually, because I think... No, because maybe I'll have a look anyway. After the stream, I'll go into the filters and I'll have a look, mate.
I was trying to work it out myself, actually, because the other day I was trying to...
Yeah.
I was trying to post something when you were on with Justin, or was it Wiz? I can't remember. Justin, I think. And I couldn't work it out, but it seemed to be when I did a fairly long comment, so there was obviously something in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was a $sign at first, and then I realised it wasn't that.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, there's a mate of mine who comes in here quite often. I think he's called called like Mr. Delta or something like that.
Oh yeah, I know Mr. Delta. Yeah.
Yeah, but he kept saying to me, he said, how come Dave never says hello to me when at the start of the stream? And I said, I've never seen your message there, So, and he said, oh, no, it's there. It's underneath your one. And I said, just refresh your page and see if it's still there. And he said, oh, no, it's gone. I said, it's been filtered out somehow. What did you say? And he said, all right, guys, how's it hanging? And I said they're going to see hanging as a suicide thing, So
yeah.
Or some sort of threat type thing. So that's going to be
that's probably it. Yeah, it's probably in the filtered words, I imagine.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think I've seen Mr. Delta ever comment in either. But yeah, Mr. Delta's a legend. He's in the Discord.
Yeah.
So Scottish has kindly put in. So for anyone interested on when Trump is speaking today about tariffs, it is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. UK time. Now remember, UK time has just changed to British Standard Time, BST. So if you're obviously away from what, mate?
I thought it was 8 p.m. tonight, but
I don't know then.
Oh no, 9 p.m. Yeah.
Is it 9?
Yeah.
Oh no, Reggie Man's put it in there. Well, thank you for that test, Reggie, man, I suppose. Do make sure you all drop a like on the stream. Let's go and see how many likes we've got.
Wasn't that?
Yeah, we've got 37 people and 11 likes. That's poor, that, guys. Come on. Let's get it going. We should be up to at least about 20, 25 likes. Everyone take a second to go and drop a like, and then we'll start moving on to the charts. So obviously we've had Bitcoin come into this this key point on the chart, really. Obviously, as we can see, when Bitcoin broke out, this was obviously not last Sunday, the Sunday before. We broke out finally above around this 84.5k region, which also tied in with March's monthly open. We then obviously had a few hours of consolidation, and then bang, obviously that's where price then got its second leg higher. Then obviously on the way down, when we was breaking down, price again stopped in this region, held, and then obviously supply came into the market. And then yesterday, obviously price came in, consolidated for a good few hours, and then supply came in again. So this is obviously a key sticking point. And again today, where price shot into and then rejected. So this is a key point for the price. Obviously, if we get above here, then in my mind, I mean, maybe we obviously struggle again. This, around here is where supply came in. As you can see, this is where price was trading, and then bang, supply entered the market to push it down. So maybe we struggle around here once we start to approach 87.5k-ish. But in my mind, it would make complete sense to, if we are going to push higher, you may as well just come and run all these stops above these highs here. As you can see, just lower high, lower high, lower high. So massive build-up and stops of liquidity all inside this region here. So for me, if we're going to, get a push above here, we may as well come up and explore 89k and just completely just wipe the floor with all these stops and positions that will still be open from obviously the drop here. Whether we get that is it's a different story, of course, because this is Bitcoin and crypto, so we never know what will happen. And we do obviously have a week of pretty interesting stuff. However, I think it would be good to come and test the previous range low, which is 91, 92k. We obviously have the yearly open just above as well. So let me know in the chat what you guys think is going to happen next. If Bitcoin ends up falling off from here, I'm going to be quite annoyed at myself that I didn't reshort it once it got up around here. But I think I'm just going to be a spectator for now, mate. Have you got any open positions?
I have actually got a little tiny long open that I'm about 0.5% under water with. Little Bitcoin one, yeah. Just because I don't know, I just saw it come down a little bit earlier on, and I was thinking, like, I don't know. To me, it's sort of it looks kind of bullish to me. I think, and also I noticed that on most exchanges the funding rate is negative at the moment, so that implies that the majority of people are short, and it would be quite a normal thing for them to all get liquidated, wouldn't it? So I am expecting some sort of short squeeze, which is probably a good time to do the poll for the open, isn't it? I don't know, but
yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm expecting a bit. I think if I had a gun to my head, probably shouldn't say that on stream, but if I did, then I would probably say that we're going to rally a bit towards whatever announcement there is tonight, and then after that, God knows what will happen.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. To me, it's looking like it wants to go up, I would say. But
what have I done there?
I could be wrong.
What have I done there? I don't know what I clicked on there. Right, yes. So sorry about that, mate. I was just, while you were talking about that, I was just looking on FX Street, and yeah. So this is obviously, we are an hour in front now. So yeah, it will be 9 o'clock. So I was just looking at that. Yeah, I mean, for me, I would like to see, it would be good to see it go up. I'd still be hesitant to get any sort of excitement until we reclaim the yearly open.
Yeah.
So obviously we've got the range low, you know, wherever you want to depict it, you know, maybe you depict it at 92, 93k, whatever. But, you know, to be really safe, I think we reclaim the yearly open and, you know, use that as support, which would then depict quite the bullish picture. I think I'd be more than on board with you know, trying to trade it towards the range high down.
Yeah.
But for now, I mean, I still think whatever happens, I still think it's possible that we just get an extended period, you know, maybe in this sort of range here throughout maybe the next couple of months. I don't know. I mean, I think I personally, you know, I've been a bit annoyed with myself recently because I've missed a good few really nice trades just through no fault of my own. But I think the volatility we've been getting on Bitcoin has been fantastic to trade recently when you go back and look at it.
Yeah.
You know, plenty of volatility, plenty of opportunity. Now, the rest of the market is a different story, isn't it? Because like Justin has just raised a key point here. Binance and Wintermute just randomly rugging out. So I don't know if you've paid much attention to this, mate, or, you know, anyone in the chat.
Not really.
But Binance has been delisting a lot of altcoins recently. Well, recently over the past couple of days, and Wintermute, obviously, you know, the main market maker, has been absolutely rugging them. Quote unquote rugging. I'm not accusing Wintermute of any illegal activity there. But we had another one today, so I don't know if you remember Mask, mate. Do you remember Mask, the ticker Mask?
Not really. It's not one I know.
Well, look what happened to Mask today. Or, well, last night. Sorry, yesterday. So Mask has been one that's been around for a good long time, I think. Dating back obviously to the last bull run.
All right.
This is an example of what's happened to Mask, but there's countless examples of this, and obviously there's a lot of altcoins getting delisted on Binance recently. You know, another one was Act that we looked at there. That was Act from yesterday. Obviously, Berger's another one that's happened recently. If anyone's got like a good list of them, let me know because we can go and take a look at them. But this is something that is, you know, obviously of great concern to everyone because, you know, delisting memes that have, you know, just got volume dying off is one thing. But I think Mask is like an actual like project and stuff. And, you know, as you can see, it's been on Binance for ages. Yeah. Obviously, it doesn't look like the volatility is the best and stuff like that. So I'm guessing the volume's low. But it's pretty insane what's happened to it there. So random word time. Yeah, I remember Mask. Yeah, so it's a bit of a danger point, really, to be honest. Like, you know, if you are holding anything that, you know, that could be delisted, you know, you instantly lose just like 50% of your bag, don't you? And you can see here as well, there's a bit of funny business going on here, isn't there? You know, as you can see, Mask was trading all along in this tight range here. Then suddenly got a really steep drop all of a sudden, then bidded up and then just absolutely rugged from the top there. So as you can see, from the top downwards, currently 46% down. But this has been happening on quite a lot of, I don't know exactly how many, but I'd probably say there's been about 10 maybe over the past couple of days that's suddenly just been delisted on Binance. And obviously, you know, Wintermute have played the part into market make it to the downside. So it's interesting. It's an interesting time. I mean, obviously, you know, if you're holding anything in the top 25, 50, I don't know where Mask was in the rankings before this, but, you know, you I would imagine you're fairly safe. But if you're holding anything, you know, that's maybe, you know, the volume's dropping off on it and stuff like that, it is a little bit of a cause for concern, I think.
I was just looking at Mask. Actually, Mask's been around since 2021.
Yeah.
So on the 2nd of April, 2021, it was $10.55. So yeah, that's down quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah. Troy's another one that Justin's just put in there in the chat. Oh, did you see what happened to Compound yesterday?
No.
Was it yesterday? Yeah. Look what happened to Compound. This was in a 5-minute candle as well. Literally did 100%. So for anyone who doesn't know what Compound is like the second Aave on Ethereum. In terms of like lending and borrowing and like a DeFi protocol, it's like second on Ethereum for like, you know, volume and stuff like that. It's like behind Aave. But literally a 5-minute candle sent it like, oh, yeah, 100%. Insane. And then obviously just distributed back down then. I don't know what caused that or what happened there. I don't know whether it was a fat finger or I have no idea what caused this. But yeah, it's just wild, isn't it, what's going on in the market at the moment?
I know. That's insane.
Yeah. So I don't know if anyone knows why Compound did that or what caused that. Just one random. I mean, I don't even know if it was like in a 1-minute candle or what. Let's see. So it was actually, yeah, it was. It was 1-minute candle. Well, took another 2 minutes for it to actually peak out, but the bulk, 90% of the move was a 1-minute candle. So yeah, no idea what caused that on Compound yesterday. But it is interesting what's going on. There's obviously we had some wild price action on Bitcoin yesterday as well, didn't we?
Yeah, but the only news about Comp was it was listed on Upbit.
Oh, is that what it was?
That was 8:35 in the morning. Does that coincide?
Maybe that was it then. Yeah,
Upbit
is the South Korean exchange, isn't it? Everything that lists on there gets a mega pump instantly. So maybe that was it. That must have been what caused that then.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but yeah, I mean, Bitcoin yesterday, obviously we got this push down, and this was another one that I got caught on. I was short from up here, shorted about 84,300 yesterday, and I was out at the time, that it started falling down here, so I just put my stop loss to break even, and I was looking for a pull in to come and wipe these lows out into around 80k ish, 80 and a half, whatever.
Okay.
And then check my phone like half an hour later, boom, been took out at break even, and Bitcoin's all the way up here. I'm like, what is going on? It's pretty mad, but it pretty much lined up with what happened to the SPX, didn't it? This is pretty much the same pattern.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly, the SPX has rolled over, obviously pre-market. We've got 50 minutes to go until US Open. But, in terms of where SPX was trading, it's pretty much moving into filling this width that left behind. Now, if we look at Bitcoin is still, very much up from the same candle at the point in time. But, yeah, I mean, who knows? We might get a big fat squeeze today. We might fall off. I don't know.
Yeah, my trade's back in profit.
Okay.
By 0.8%. So that's something. Anyway, I've got a plan for today, if that's all right with you.
Of course, mate. Fire away.
Right. Well, actually, it came from my mate, Mr. Delta, actually, who he's got about $500 in the bot, in the Stonksy bot, and he was moaning at me because it only used like a portion of the $500 for his trade sort of thing. So his actual profit, even though it was like 5% or whatever, was actually quite small. So he keeps asking me about it, and I haven't set the bot up yet. So I thought what we could do is do it live.
Yeah.
On stream. So that's me being a Stonksy bot virgin, which is ridiculous, really, isn't it? I shouldn't be after all this time. But we'll do that on stream. I've only got about $110, I think, in the account, but it'll be worth it just to sort of have a look what's going on. So should we do that now or later? Do it now, shall we?
We can do it now, mate. Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to take over the?
Yeah, sure. If you want to throw your screen up, I'll put yours on.
Hang on a sec. Present. Share screen. Right. Okay. So is that?
I'll put yours up. Yeah, you're on now, mate. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right. So I've put in here 113.78 USDT. Right. So if I go to overview, I want to go right from the start as if I just made the deposit. So that's the deposit there. That's in the funding account. So I assume I need to move it to copy trading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. So USDT transfer. So I'm going to transfer all that from the funding to the okay.
Oh, hang on. Actually, sorry. No, I think if you go on it first, I think it will then ask you to transfer it. So I think you actually do it when you're inside the copy trade and follow one.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So I'll go to copy trading, all traders. I will say at this point, I've already sent Dave my UID, so I'm whitelisted for this. So to do this, you need to be a Stonksy user.
Yep.
And you need to send your UID, the BLOFIN, and also you need to be using the BLOFIN link from the Stonksy channel or Crypto Saving Expert. And what's the other thing they need? Oh, you need the email that you signed up to Stonksy with. Yeah.
Stonksy with, yeah.
Okay, so that's what you need. So it's the email from Stonksy and UID from BLOFIN. Okay, and you need to use the BLOFIN link that's in the description. I assume it's in the description. Yeah?
In the description, I did put it in the chat just before. Yeah, it's there.
Okay, cool. Right, so here we go. So I'm going to go here, look for Stonksy. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we've got.
Oh, go on, carry on, mate.
I was going to say, so here we've got Stonksy high frequency and Stonksy bot low. Tell me what the difference is.
So the high frequency was the previous, that was the 1 hour one that we was using at the start to obviously make sure it was all running right. So now Dean has shifted that over to high frequency. So that means it pretty much, it takes more trades. So it's gone on to a lower time frame, takes more trades. And obviously since it's been working, it's been working really well. Obviously it says 30-day ROI 1% there. Now that's clawed back obviously some of the negative that was running on the 1 hour when we were running the beta testing while we onboarded the users and stuff. So it's actually been performing really nicely. I think the people in the Discord have been loving it. And then obviously the low frequency one is a higher time frame and aims to just capture, you know, the highest probability trades on a higher time frame. So less trades, more trades is pretty much what it is.
Okay. Now, I'm led to believe that you can only use one of these at a time. Is that correct?
Yeah, so you can use one of them on, at the moment anyway, you can only follow one copy trade on one account. Now, BLOFIN will be releasing an update, we're told, where when you create a sub account, then you can follow a copy trade on a sub account as well. So that will be a lot easier when that update comes out from BLOFIN, because obviously all you'll do is you go in your profile, create a sub account, and then you can follow a copy trade, you know, another copy trade on a sub account. So you just create more sub accounts. At the moment, you can't do that. So yeah, obviously most people, as you can see, they're following the high frequency one.
Okay.
If you'd want to follow both of them, all you need to do is just create another BLOFIN account for now.
Right.
Until they release that update.
Okay, so that is a limitation of BLOFIN. It's not a limitation of Stonksy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're capped to copying one copy trade at a time on one account. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't actually realise that, because the only copy trading I've ever done before in my life has been on Bybit, where I think you can copy as many trades as you like. I think.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure why or what it is, but I mean, once they release it on the sub account, it'll be a lot easier then, because everyone just does it from inside one account anyway, don't they? Then.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So, which one shall I think I'll choose the high frequency one because, well, I think I will. Actually, just before I do, let's have a quick look at it.
So if you click on it, I think it should take you to maybe a different, like inside the page then maybe.
Yeah, so this here's got the, oh, hang on, sorry. Right, I wasn't sharing it. Okay. Can you see what's going on there?
Yeah.
Right. So I'll get it on my other screen so I can see it. Right, okay, cool. Okay, so this is the return on investment. This is this is just this year, isn't it?
Yeah, so like I mentioned before, the drawdown come from in the testing period and stuff. So as you can see, since we've moved it onto high frequency, that's where it started to then curve back up. So, you know, another couple of weeks, we should then be seeing some, you know, actual data from the high frequency in terms of this copy trade, and not combined with the testing period then plus the 1 hour one that we were running as well.
Yeah, okay. Oh, is this not the 1 hour one still?
This
Is it?
this was the 1 hour copy trade. It's not working off the 1 hour anymore, but
Oh, okay.
it's been changed to the high frequency one now and renamed. But in terms of the actual copy trade, it was the one that was run for testing, and then obviously when we onboarded everyone, we were just using the 1 hour.
Okay, got you. Right, so that's not in a trade at the moment. Is that correct?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
And there's,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, trade history looks quite good actually, because like, 44 cents, $82, 0. I mean, generally looks quite good, doesn't it?
Yeah, and obviously this is all. Yeah, that's all from the high frequency one. So it's been performing really nicely since we moved on to that one.
Right, and then you can see everyone there. Okay, right, so that's that one. Let's have a quick look at the other one. So this one is the Stonksy bot low. Okay, so this one is not in a position right now. Trade history, yeah, it's quite small at the moment. It's just made one profit and no losses so far. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, all right. So this one's only been around for a few days, hasn't it?
Yeah, this one is the one that's just come out most recently.
Okay. So, right. So I'm gonna. Why's my page disappeared? Hang
on. Have you turned your screen share off?
Don't think so. Maybe I have. Hang on.
I think you might have, yeah, because it's gone off for me anyway.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I am going to throw the poll up for everyone. So if you want to vote in the poll, we will do the US Open poll now. So, and then, up. Yeah, do make sure you go over and vote in the poll. And then if you haven't liked already, please do drop a like, because we are on 14 likes from 29 viewers on YouTube. So yeah, please do drop a like. Very much appreciate it if you did. Right, okay, mate. You're back up now.
Right, okay. Am I?
Yep, you're back. Yep, I've got your screen back on.
Okay, cool. Right, so I'm going to choose the high frequency bot and go copy. Right, so where it says available funding here, $113. Okay, so I assume this little bit here is where I have to transfer it. Is that right?
You're still on, from what I'm seeing. I can still just see where you select Stonksy high frequency and then the low one. Have you moved on to this page? Ah, yeah, there we go. Yes, sorry. So yeah, there you go. So that's where you transfer it. Yeah, so if you click copy.
Right, I'm going to do this again. Right, so I'm going to copy.
And then, yeah, that's where you can then transfer, obviously, whatever you want. It depends on what you've got in funding. So yeah, if you want to transfer all your 113 USDT, you can do that.
So do I just put 113 in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously in this, yeah, I think you're going to cover it anyway, aren't you? I was going to say in this section, you can obviously move to traditional if you wanted to as well.
Okay, so that's smart copy. So it says orders will be opened in proportion to your available margin balance or trader's available margin balance. Okay, so there's that. Traditional. Yeah, what does this mean?
Yes, so obviously you can put the total investment in the same as before, and then your proportion. So the multiplier will be how much of the position is multiplied. So, say for instance, Stonksy bot opens it at 10%, like 10-15% margin. I can't remember what Dean said it uses on each one, but obviously, say if you got your proportion on one multiplier, then it would just follow that directly. So, it would then use, 10-15% of whatever you've got in your account also attached to the margin. to the leverage. Now, say if you put like 5, then it would use 5 times the percentage of margin that the Stonksy bot is using against your margin. So let's just say, for instance, on a trade it was using 20%. Obviously, for what you've got in the account, it would use roughly about $23, something like that. Then obviously with say 3x leverage, that would be up to a position size of 69. If you add the multiplier on say 5, then obviously it would use 5 times as much against the percentage. Now, obviously that's a bit more difficult. What you can do is if you click on total investment, you see the total, it says fixed ratio.
Yeah.
If you click that to the right, so click fixed ratio, you can move it to fixed amount. Yeah, so if you select fixed amount, yeah, so then obviously then you can put in your total investment 113.
And that means when it enters the trade, it will use all my funds, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you put 113, and then if you do cost per order, you want to leave a little bit for fees, so maybe do like 100 or something.
Okay.
And then if you go down on advanced, then obviously this is where you want to make sure. Now, this can get obviously a bit hairy if you start going a bit wild, but obviously if you copy in the traders margin mode, and then copy traders leverage, obviously that will then just mirror what the Stonksy bot is doing.
Right.
So obviously a much safer option. However, obviously you can change the leverage to whatever you want. So I would leave it at copy traders margin mode because I think it just uses isolated anyway. But if you go to the lower box,
what isolated?
Or just copy traders margin mode. But obviously the leverage here, copy traders leverage. Again, we'd have to ask Dean for exactly what it uses. I think it uses 3x, but again, don't quote me because it's Dean. Obviously, that is the brains behind it. But if you go on fixed, you can put your own leverage in. So say if you wanted to use like 5, 6, 7, whatever, you can then select your own leverage that it would use on every trade then.
Right. Okay. No. Okay. So probably the best thing is if you don't know what you're doing, just use smart copy and just leave it on defaults. Yeah. Is that
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not too difficult to set it up in traditional if you want that, larger order size. Just obviously, if you are messing around with it, then just make sure that you're being sensible. If you what's the max leverage?
It goes up to
20. Yeah, so say if you put 20 on and then a trade goes against us, just obviously be mindful that that's you choosing to do that. It's not the bot's fault because you've gone and put 20x leverage. So you just have to be a bit mindful, yeah. But the customization is there for if you want to just follow the bot or if you want to follow Dingo. Now, if anyone is interested in exactly how much margin of your account they use on each bot, I can ask Dean for that because I can't remember off the top of my head. Or obviously, if you're in the Discord, you can just tag him and ask him, and he'll tell you.
Okay. Right. So, if, for example, I was being quite degenerate and I put that on like 10x leverage with $100, and the bot started running, am I able to put more money into the bot account to but basically, can I adjust anything later? Can I?
Yeah, you can adjust the settings. If you want to move over to traditional, if you want to add more margin into the account, you can do all that. Yeah, obviously, if there is already a trade open, then it would just be then active from the next trade. But yeah, you can change all that while you're obviously following the bot.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so right, I am actually going to leave this on 110x, right? Obviously, I'm only trading here with $113. If this was like 10,000, I would not be doing this, right? But basically what it is my mate, Mr. Delta, this is the sort of thing he wanted to do, and he was prepared to take the risk. So it's good to show you that you can do this if you want, or if you're not comfortable, just leave it on smart copy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So take profit and stop loss. Now, what I believe is that Stonksy will just close and open, so we don't need to particularly set anything here. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But obviously, if you'd really cranked up your leverage, then maybe you should be thinking about a stop loss or something. But I always think if you're going to start playing with these and start playing with higher leverage, then you probably know how to trade anyway. So you might not be using the bot anyway. But yeah, so that's all there if you need it. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go, aren't I? So yeah, okay. So right, I have read that. I haven't really, but I assume it just says don't be an idiot and we're not liable if you lose all your money.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it'll just be like follow at your own risk and stuff like that.
Yeah, like, are you sure about this? Right. Okay. Right. I'm going to submit that, and there you go. Right. So that's that done. So current position. There is no current position. Trade history. I have. That's not my trade history. That's. So how do we actually see my?
So.
Do I click here?
Now that you're on it, if you go on, hang on.
Oh, hang on.
So.
Oops, hang on. Right.
If you go on copy trade, click copy trading again, and then I think then if you go on my copies there.
Oh yeah.
Right, and then here we go. Yeah. So this then will obviously so this is where you can adjust your balance and settings and stuff like that. And then if you go down, this will be then where all the orders are when they're open.
Oh, okay, wicked. All right.
And when I think when I don't know if it puts them all together, or I don't know whether obviously after one's opened and closed, it gives another little heading that says history or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to go into mine and have a look.
Okay, so if
this is where you can add more margin and or remove it and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Now this uses cross, doesn't it? By default.
No, I think it uses isolated by default. I don't know. Maybe it says on the side of when we was looking at it. Did it say on the side of the trades? When we were looking at the trades, I can't remember.
No, I can't remember either. I actually thought selecting isolated was one of the options, so which makes me think that maybe it is crossed by default. I mean, it doesn't make much difference with this because I've got nothing else in the account.
Yeah, and the thing is, it doesn't make any difference anyway because the bot will only have. Oh, there we go. One's just triggered there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, look, one's just gone on. There we go.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe we got it on.
There's your margin. 99.45. Oh, so it's took the fee out of that. Actually, it's took the fee out of. I'm guessing it's took the fee out of the 100 that you had in there. So maybe you can just add everything in if you want to. The full 113. I thought you had to leave a little bit out to then account for fees, but it looks like maybe it takes it out of the pot.
Right. So if you're watching, Mr. Delta, this is how you do it. If you want.
Oh, there you go. It's isolated as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, so there we go.
Oh, look, you can add. So if you were on, city leverage and stuff, you could always add more margin in here.
Yeah.
Well, I could even do a little bit, couldn't I?
Yeah.
So I've only got $13 there. So, so my liquidation price after the increase would be 75,665.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say, okay. So that's good. So that's cool. So that, I can adjust the balance. Right, I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's good. Settings. That's for new orders, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So this will be if you're changing your settings. Yeah. Obviously, that's what you put in before.
Okay, brilliant.
That was nice how it triggered one live on stream as we were
I know,
doing it.
it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
I know. The plan worked. Brilliant. Okay, so entry price 85,008 and current price is 84,900. Oh, 85. So it'd be good if I could see how much that was in profit by. Can we see that anywhere or not?
I don't know. I don't know what.
That doesn't show up on the normal orders, does it?
I don't know if you can see the live thing. No, it won't show up on there. No.
I'm just wondering. No, it's not there. But...
I don't know if you can see the live P&L of it or not on copy trading, but yeah, that was good. That I enjoyed that. How that happened, so yeah, almost like we'd planned it.
That was good, actually. Yeah, cool. So, what would be really good if we could look at the. I tell you what, do you want to just talk about some else? And I want to find Dean's PDF about the different things, and we can have a look at that. Yeah, shall I do that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it'd be in bot info, won't it?
Yeah. You take the screen back. I'll find that, and then.
Oh wait, hang on. Here we go. Got TMG saying you are both retarded. Scroll along. Apparently, it's on the same bar. You just have to scroll along. So if you go back into go back into my copies.
Right.
So if you go back into my copies, which is just below there. Yeah. And then go on the trade. Oh yeah, the scroll bar there.
Oh fuck.
There we go. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Fantastic.
Right.
Thank you, Jordan.
Jordan, just because you've got a bloody bigger screen, the object's being called a retard by him. Anyway.
Yeah, so there it is. Yeah, for anyone wondering, that's where it is.
I see. Oh, look, there's a bloody picture of him now as well. Sorry. Luckily, you can't see my camera.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Brilliant. Right. Okay. Right. Has he got anything else to add?
I just want to mention for anyone wondering, obviously, for any first-time viewers or people who haven't been on stream when we've been discussing the bot and stuff like that. If you go on after the stream, if you go onto the Stonksy YouTube channel, it is the second most recent upload. I uploaded the conversation that I had with Dean on stream. So we discussed obviously how the bot works, how it works in BLOFIN, the benefits of using it as we do, and then obviously the upcoming the high frequency and the low frequency that has just been obviously introduced. And then he obviously discussed the future of Stonksy. So he talked about how he wants to develop the bot and give it, in his words, a brain to look at previous price action on certain days and certain events, and then use that to potentially predict what the outcome may be of future events and future moves. So that was a really, really interesting discussion that we had on stream. And yeah, I did get it clipped up. So that is the second most recent upload, but you'll see it. I'll just find out the exact name of the video because I can't remember off the top of my head. But if you do go and check it out after the stream, yeah, it was a great watch. So yeah, it's the second most recent upload. It's called Crypto Trading Bot Stonksy Development Discussion. So go on, check that out and listen to it. And obviously that is, coming straight from the horse's mouth. Dean is the mastermind behind Stonksy Development and the Stonksy Bot. So yeah, well worth going checking out. Okay.
Obviously here is the close thing. If you decide that the bot's doing really well and it's, if you decide it's near a top or a bottom or whatever, then you can always close it prematurely here. So that's that really. Wicked. Okay. Do you want to do something else? And I'll go and find this PDF and then we'll come back and have a quick look at that. Yeah.
Sure, mate. Yeah, I will take the screen back.
Okay.
And then if you want to find it, it will be in bot info if you want to grab it and then pull it up. I'll take the screen back for now. Yeah, there we go. So Stonksy, obviously on the 1 hour, is currently in the green background as we push up around the 85k level. This, I wouldn't say, I think there's a much better trend line to look at in terms of high time frame. This was obviously just from this bit of consolidation that we had here. If we look at maybe something like the 4 hour or the 1 day, I believe there is a trend line. Yes. So if we get rid of that one, we are potentially looking at, a trend line break coming up on Bitcoin, maybe. It's coming in like it's going to interact with it around just below 86k if we can push up there. So obviously that is from, the all-time high downwards as we've been dropping down lower and lower. So that's something to watch out for. But yeah, currently we are, obviously the high frequency bot has just gone long and the indicator itself is green from the 1 hour.
Okay.
That's where we are. Just show, if I go back on. So this was the video I've just been talking about, just so everyone knows, this one here. The second most recent upload. So yeah, do go check it out. And yeah, listen to the mastermind discuss exactly what's planned and the development of the bot and just where he aims to take it. So yeah, well worth your time to go and watch that out. It's only 20 minutes. But if you watch it on 2x speed, then it's only 10 minutes.
Okay, I've got this article up now.
Okay, mate, I'll give you your screen back. Hang on. There we go.
Obviously, I was saying, hang on. Obviously, I was saying it was a PDF. It's not a PDF at all. It's a Medium article, isn't it? Anyway.
Yeah.
So here you go. Right, high frequency bot strategy explained. So the high frequency bot is the one that was on the right, isn't it? So it's the one I'm not using. And now the idea of this one is it's a faster. No, hang on. This has confused me now because this one said, the high frequency bot, that was the original bot, wasn't it? That's the 1 hour one. Is that right?
No, the high frequency is the one that is the one that takes the more trades. So it's the one that was previously used as the 1 hour, but it's changed timeframes and obviously frequency, to get more trades in. Okay, right. So it's not on the 1 hour anymore. It is on the copy trade that used to be used as the 1 hour though. Gotcha. So the new one is the low frequency bot, isn't it? Yeah. So it's the one that takes higher time frame trades. So less trades, obviously then aiming to capture them higher probability moves. But yeah, you then have the choice of both. If you're following both, you get the best of both worlds. Okay. So right. So this one is for the. So this is all high frequency. So the one that you've just followed, this is what it's explaining. Right. So this is looking for background color being green in our case, the arrow signal being bullish. Okay, that's the little triangle, yeah. Alternate time frame agreements. Oh, I see. So these things before it used to be just on the background color and nothing else, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we need these three things to be true to enter the trade. So the bot has been designed to enter its trade when it deems conditions over the three metrics are favorable for entry. This reduces noise and false entries while maintaining an active trading rhythm. And when it closes the trade, it's upon hitting take profit or stop loss. Okay, so that will be as set by the strategy, unless you've set it yourself, I assume, or when the confluence conditions break down, e.g. when background changes or an opposing signal appears. This keeps risk tight and performance optimized. Okay, so that sounds good. Key performance metrics from the past month. So this is with the new improved strategy, isn't it? So total profit and loss, 30% gain based on the spot trading strategy. Well, that's bloody amazing, isn't it? Yeah. And this is what I was explaining when we was looking at, obviously, the P&L of when you pulled it up. Yeah. Obviously, the initial drawdown was from the testing period and the beta phase and stuff like that. But you can see, obviously, when it started to curve up, we're now starting to take effect of the high frequency performance. So yeah, in another couple of weeks, it should really mirror that. And these results, obviously, that is on this key performance metric section here, right, against obviously what's currently on it, because it is tied into the first lot of performance from the other bot that we were running before we moved over.
Okay, cool. That's good. We should probably say here that these metrics here, these are done with a sort of back testing thing, aren't they? So even though the bot's only been like this for a few days,
yeah,
am I correct in thinking that this is where those metrics have been plugged into a back testing strategy thing, and then it's come up with these figures?
Yeah, this has been pulled from strategy tester that obviously goes back and looks at previous performance from whatever metrics Dean's put in for it to analyze.
Okay, right. So that would have done 28 trades with a win rate of 57%, which is great. Profit factor 2.715. What does that mean?
So he's put it down just below there. So if you go on to the second bit, with a profit factor of 2.715, the bot earns $2.71 for every $1 lost.
Okay.
So I think a net of $1.71 in it.
Excellent. Okay.
Net profit of what, 1.71.
Right. Now, for my next trick, now what I was going to do was, I just noticed I've got a little bit of USDT in a BitGet account, so I was going to move that across to this account and then see what happens when you've got more money to play with, and if I can add it to the margin or what I can do with it, or maybe set it up for the next trade. However, that's going to take me a few minutes to do, so if we do something else meanwhile, that'd be quite cool.
Yeah. Do you want me to grab the screen back again?
Yeah, sure. And then I'll go and do that.
Yeah, let's do it. So for those of you that obviously have been following along, watching the stream, if you do want to get access and whitelisted for these bots, alongside getting access to the Stonksy indicator itself and the Stonksy Discord server, so you get everything in the package. Everything's included when you purchase Stonksy. You can get 20% off. So the link is in the description. It's the second link, and the code is next to it as well. It's bot20. I've also pinned it in the chat. When you go over to the Stonksy website, obviously you click Start Now, which will take you to this bit. So this is where you do it. So if you click the monthly button here to select the monthly plan, obviously it'll take you to create an account, and then the payments. You put bot20 discount in the discount box. It'll take you down to £116 per month. Now, if you do want to pay in crypto, obviously this is for card payment, paying in fiat. If you just click the email address hyperlink here, it'll take you to an email direct, and you just say, hi, I'd like to get the monthly plan, and I'd like to use the bot20 discount on that. And just say what network you want to use and what assets, so whether it be like USDT on Sol or whatever, and we can sort that out for you. So yeah, if you do want to go through card payments and stuff like that, you can do it all on your own. But if you want to pay in crypto, just drop us an email and we'll sort that out for you. But it's a great time to get Stonksy, obviously with the discount running, and it is obviously a monthly rolling plan as well. So there's no contract or any gimmicks or anything. Come and try us for your first month at a discount, and yeah, you will certainly want to stay beyond that. But yeah, it's a great time. So for every 1k you lose, you make 2.7. Yeah, so that's basic. That's what the profit factor was. Yeah, so essentially it's a net of 1.7 on the dollar. So a net of 1.7.
So I mean, if that carries on doing that, I mean, you could just do that forever, couldn't you? And then
yeah.
And then I mean,
and then obviously something like that, you could look at compounding, couldn't you? Obviously the more that it makes, either if you're using smart copy, obviously it will just automatically compound. But if you're using traditional, no, you could then up the fixed amount that's inputted into each trade and stuff like that.
Okay.
So compounding is a really powerful tool. We should look at that one day on stream. Maybe I'll look at that for one day next week. I did cover it in some YouTube videos once, the power of compounding. But yeah, so for those unaware, we do obviously have Trump speaking tonight. Now, this is in GMT time, so this is 9 o'clock for everyone in the UK. Obviously, for whatever time you're in the world, it is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so just do the conversion. But that's obviously Trump's Liberation Day tariff announcement, so that should cause some nice big volatility. Then tomorrow we do have ISM Services PMI, that's obviously red folder event. And then Friday we have quite a few. We've obviously got Powell speaking later on in the day, roughly just under an hour after US Open. And then we've got non-farm payrolls as well. So plenty going on, average hourly earnings as well. So yeah, it's a cocktail of volatility this week, isn't it, for sure?
It is. Do you want me to show you something fun about compounding?
Sure. Do you want me to put your screen back on?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it, mate. Go for it.
Hang on. Right. Right. Wait for it. There we go. Right. So if, say, you've got $2,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you could, hang on, let's change this to daily compound, right? And let's say that you have $2,000, right? And you make 1.6% daily, right? And you do that for 1 year. And this is obviously not that realistic, because making 1.6% every day is a little bit tricky. But let's say you did this 365 times, so it wasn't actually every single day. What do you think you'd make in a year off the top of your head?
So we're doing 2,000, 1.6. I reckon it would be, because I remember doing this figure, but I think it was for like 1% a day off 1,000. I would say around 200 grand, I'd say.
Okay.
Okay, a lot more.
I got it wrong. I think I was supposed to have done 1.7 actually. Maybe it's 1.7. I had some sort of magic figure. I obviously forgot it. But I think maybe it was 1.67 or something like that. Let's try 1.7.
Yeah, mil. Yeah. Coding Crypto Fitness got it right in there. He put 1 mil in before that.
Yeah. Well, that's the figure I was trying to arrange. I think it has to be like 1.7.
Yeah.
2 or something like that.
I mean, the thing is, obviously compounding's great, but then it starts to get a bit hairy, and it, like, obviously, at some point then you're gonna be using all of your profit on one trade then. So
exactly, yeah.
When you get to say, I mean, even if you started with 2,000, even if you got to say 100k at some point in the year, that is it's a great achievement, and it's a 50x. But then you're obviously using like really large positions then.
Yeah, and to be honest, I mean, I know from experience that when you get to those really big figures, when you think, bloody hell, that's a lot, the best thing to do is to take a chunk out and put it on your ledger or whatever and forget about it. Because if you start playing with that, you
it's the saying in it, when you get the edge to screenshot, or when you do screenshot, that's when you should at least take some money off the table, if not all. when you screenshot, you're like, oh, that's a good trade, or wow, look at this spot bag that I've got here. That's looking nice, and you screenshot it. Typically that's when you should at least pull out, something, or if not all.
Yeah. Anyway, so I've just put that money in this account now. So
okay.
I've got a bit more money in there. So can we have a quick look about what you could do with that as a copier? So let's say my copies. Right, so there's my bot. So obviously here where it says adjust balance.
So if you go on, obviously, I think you're currently looking at futures, aren't you? So if you go to the left, if you select funding account there, right. So then obviously you can just add whatever you want in. So
what does that do? Does that puts it in the?
So then that would put it in the actual copy account itself.
Right.
But for then, so you've done that. But for then to it be reflected in trades, obviously if you're using smart copy, then obviously it would be automatically, effective from the next trade onwards then, because it would take, the actual margin in the account. Whereas obviously you've selected traditional, haven't you? So then you'd go into the settings.
Yeah.
And then you'd go, obviously it's on traditional. Then your cost per order, then you'd obviously change that then to whatever. So, you know, if you wanted it to be 150 or whatever it is.
Okay. So,
or a larger amount. You just have to do that because you're on traditional settings and you've got the cost per order already in. You'd then have to go in, and if you want to up it with the additional funds that you've put in, then you'd up it.
Right. Okay. So what would happen if the copy trade, the bot loses a bit of money, and I've collected more here than there is? Would it still enter a trade with whatever I've got?
To the best of my knowledge, it would. Yeah. I think maybe it would just use the max amount that you could have. So, say for instance, you're saying if you've got 100 USDT selected as the order, but maybe you've got 99 only left in there or something.
Right.
To the best of my knowledge, it would just use your 99. But again, probably something to ask Dean. But hopefully, given its performance, no one should be in that position at any point, unless obviously maybe it's taken fees and maybe don't want to break even, and you've maybe put the most you've got in there as the cost per order, and maybe you've slipped like $1 or $2 from trading fees or something.
Yeah. So in theory here, I could just change that to 200.
Yeah, and then that would be effective then, obviously, from the next trade.
Right. Okay. All right. Great.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, that's great. And yeah, I think we're in a loss at the moment, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, small loss at the moment. I was just looking at Bitcoin, and it's down, struggling around this 85k region. So,
Okay.
I mean, whether we're going to shoot to the downside or not, again, the S&P is rolling over now. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to shoot to the downside or what. I mean, we're pressing resistance, aren't we, and failing to break through. Maybe at US Open, we've got 6 minutes to go. We get a bit of pressure because, in futures hours, the S&P has rolled over quite a lot. And like I covered at the start of the stream, it's going on to fill in that wick from yesterday.
Do you want to take your screen back and then you can set it?
Yeah, we can get it ready for Open. Yeah,
Right.
we can do that. So I'll take my screen back for Open.
Yeah, I think that was really good to go through that actually, and because it was actually slightly less straightforward than I thought it would be, and it's not down to Stonksy, it's down to BLOFIN really. But
look, it's a little bit fiddly in it to get set up, I think. I mean, for smart copying, it's not. Obviously, if you do want to change the settings to a higher margin or higher leverage or something, then it is a little bit more fiddly.
Yeah.
But it is pretty much it's nothing really to do with us. It's to do with obviously just how you have to do it from a copy trade on an exchange.
Yeah.
But what's your gut feeling then, mate? What do you think we're going to get today?
Oh, right. I actually voted for up actually.
Did you? Let's see what the poll is doing. So the poll is pretty much even. We've got 31 votes. Big thank you to everyone who voted in the poll. But we do have a little swing towards up 52%. Now we do have only 19 likes. If anyone hasn't liked the stream, please do now before we get US Open, and we'll see what we get. We could get anything today, couldn't we? Obviously, we got a bounce back across Bitcoin and the S&P yesterday during US session.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be totally news driven, isn't it? I mean, what's Trump going to say? I mean, Trump's going to say, okay, maybe I was a bit harsh, make it 5% rather than 20%. And then China's going to go, no, actually, we were going to go 50% back the other way or whatever. Or was it Mexico that's, I don't know, somewhere's announcing something tomorrow, aren't they?
Yeah.
Tariff-wise. But
I think, there was I think it was it Mexico?
Someone like that.
That said they were going to announce the hit back on the tariffs. But we've got a couple minutes until US Open now, so we will ring that bell and see what we get. But it's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah. I do kind of feel, whatever's going to happen must be priced in a little bit already,
Yeah.
I mean, bear in mind, we are down about 32 grand from the high, aren't we? something like that.
Yeah. But we'll see what we get. So what trade again? At the start of the stream, you said you was in a trade. Obviously, not accounting for the bot trade. What trade was you in?
I'm in a long at from 84,674. So
Okay.
I'm like 1% down at the moment, but
yeah,
it's not a big one. It's only $280 worth of margin, you know.
Yeah.
And I've got more to play with if needs be. I'm expecting a wick one way or the other, and I've got another order set down at 84,426, which I think might be a bit.
Yeah, I mean, personally, my gut feeling is that I would love a rally throughout this session into a key point.
Yeah.
And like a really strong rally to get into a short. So obviously that would work well for the bot, because obviously the bot's currently long. But if we look at Bitcoin, I would love, I mean, this is maybe a bit too far-fetched to come today. You know, that would be a huge move to happen in, you know, the next 6 hours or so. But I mean, I think this clearance of stops and liquidity above, you know, 89K, maybe we go obviously to the range low retest, or, you know, like we discussed before, the yearly open. But I would love a possibility of entertaining this if it came about. You know, just a full sweep of here, run all these stops and shorts, and then just slam it down, then back down towards. I was hoping that we were going to get a test of 80K. Like I said before, that's where I was short yesterday looking for. And then I ended up getting took out at break even. So, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh, did you go short yesterday?
Yeah, so I was short from on stream at 84 points. So I'll show you. So I was short from 84.3 yesterday. So here, this is where, because I was streaming in the morning yesterday because I had something on in the afternoon that couldn't be moved. So I had to stream in the morning because obviously I couldn't do the afternoon. So it got slammed into here, which I was watching because obviously this is where the price came up the other day and then obviously stopped. So I shorted that. And then I looked at my phone and we were down here somewhere. So I just put my stop to break even. And then I looked at it like half an hour or something later. And it just completely, obviously on this move, just ran through, hit my stop at break even and then come up here. And then again, yesterday I shorted it at, last night, I shorted it at 84.850, something like that. And then, you know, woke up today, nice and happy, it had dropped. And then, you know, put my stop to break even. And again, just come back up and just ran through my stop again. So yeah, not had any luck, you know, entry wise they've been good. I've just been getting stopped back out at break even for now. So just being a bit patient. Right, we are going to get US Open now, which is just happened. So I think I was about 20 seconds too late on that, but we roll. Let's see what we're getting straight off. Spider Bell. Long from ETH 1800. Oh, okay. Short video guru.
Nice.
So you have got a lot of room there. Yeah? Oh, no. Well, not loads and loads, but did you see again yesterday? I tweeted it from the Stonksy account. So I don't know if anyone has been taking notice of this, but I have been tweeting it, you know, sometimes as it's been occurring. But so yesterday, I don't know if everyone's been tracking this or seeing it, but every time ETH has been outperforming Bitcoin in the market, pretty much, it's led to local tops. And again, yesterday, I put it out, ETH is outperforming Bitcoin again, eyes emoji, which it was. And then obviously woke up today and then just blood again. So it's just like every time ETH is outperforming Bitcoin, it seems to be a local top, which, yeah, interesting.
So what local top for ETH? Yeah.
Well, just for the market in general.
Oh,
Just
right.
seems to be a local top for the market in general, because obviously I posted that yesterday. And then when I woke up this morning, we obviously had this downside move yesterday, this morning.
Okay.
We've come back up, but it is interesting how it seems to correlate. Now we are getting a good squeeze on, the first minute, or second minute candle of US Open. Good squeeze, obviously, on the SPX as well.
Yeah, I mean, generally, what I've sustained with the market at the moment is, if you see a profit, just take it and then look for another one.
Yeah, I probably should have done that yesterday, to be fair, but
really, you only have to wait about half an hour.
Yeah. Afternoon, James. How we doing, my good friend? Great to see you. I'm very well, thank you, mate. How is life? Hope you're doing well. Great to see you in the chat again. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I could have took some decent profits, obviously. But I was looking for the continuation of the move, which didn't come, so that's why I just opted to put my stop loss to break even, which is lucky I did, because it ran higher. But yeah, it maybe does seem like that type of market, doesn't it? At the moment, anyway.
Yeah.
Where you take your profits nice and fast.
I was just thinking about this bot thing again.
Yeah.
Because it is no KYC, BLOFIN, there's nothing to stop us opening up multiple BLOFIN accounts for each bot, is there?
No, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. So obviously at the moment, like I explained, in an upcoming update, they will allow sub accounts to follow copy trades. But at the moment, obviously they don't. So if you do want to obviously follow both, you just have to create a second BLOFIN account. But with them being non-KYC, obviously it takes less than a minute, doesn't it? All you need is an email. So you just have to create a second account and then run it off there for now. But obviously, we are getting a nice squeeze up. We are squeezing. Yeah, for now, when they release that, obviously you can just have your main account and then you just obviously create a sub account and then follow it from there. So you could kind of do everything under one roof then. But for now, yeah, you just have to create a second one, which is easily done, isn't it? It only takes 2 minutes.
Yeah. That'll be all right until...
We are getting a nice squeeze. We are getting a nice squeeze here. Yeah, I'm just hesitant to step in front of this train for now. I will be potentially looking to short it down if we come into a key area. But in my mind, just running with the bot trades for now and letting the bot do the work until I see something else.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's a good strong move from US Open, isn't it? Yesterday and today have been pretty volatile from the Open. I wonder what the Mag 7's doing. Let's go and have a look as we've opened now. Interesting enough, Nvidia's down 2%. So Nvidia's gap down. Again, Apple's down 0.6. Meta's down 1.1. Tesla's getting smashed again. So Tesla is definitely the most volatile out of the Mag 7 at the moment, alongside Nvidia. Well, Tesla's more volatile than Nvidia at the moment. But in terms of the actual ETF, the MAGs, which is obviously the ETF of the Mag 7, we did gap down again on open. So interesting across the board today.
Yeah, I did actually make some money with Tesla the other day, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm just doing some spot trading on Trading 212, and yeah, I literally just bought some one day, sold it the next day.
All right, okay.
And it was all right, actually. I sort of what I was doing, I put 20 grand into my stocks ISA for like this tax year, yeah. So obviously I can, after April the 5th, you can put another 20 grand in. So within that money, you can, whatever profit you make is tax free, So I thought I'd see if I can make a bit of money with that 20 grand. So yeah. I bought 3 grand's worth of Tesla stock and then sold it the following day, made about 150 quid, but it was all right, better than nothing. So that 150 quid is.
Oh yeah, I mean, profit is profit at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's quite good to sort of think beyond crypto sometimes. It's a bit boring though.
Yeah. I mean, I tell you what. Speaking of that, did you see that stock that IPO'd yesterday? And it went absolutely crazy. What was it called now? It was called Newsmax. What's the ticker for it? NMAX. So let's go and have a look at this. It IPO'd yesterday, I believe. And it's down 38%. So here we go. So it IPO'd yesterday. I think the IPO was at... So it come out the traps at around $14, it seems. Oh, no, sorry. This was on Monday. And then obviously ran up to around 81, 82-ish on Monday. And then gapped up again and then ran up to a high of $265-ish yesterday. And then obviously it's getting absolutely slammed now, down 41%.
I must admit, I didn't realise that, you know, any traditional stocks did that sort of thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I think there's some... I don't know exactly. I think it's like, obviously, you know, as the name suggests, like a news company. But I think there was some sort of suggestion that maybe Trump might be investing in it, or, you know, maybe partnering with it or something. I don't know. But I mean, in terms of a rally up, yeah, and I believe the financials wasn't that great. Obviously, we've got Circle potentially IPOing this month as well.
All right.
So that's something to watch out for. Now, if anyone is, you know, maybe getting interested by the Circle IPO, I would maybe just suggest go back and have a look at what happened to Coinbase. So if we go back and have a look at what happened to Coinbase on its IPO, we did just go pretty much down only. So we obviously IPO'd. It came down from, you know, about 430 all the way down. So, you know, 50% drop, then rallied. This was obviously alongside Bitcoin's late 2021 rally, and then just completely fell off in the bear market. So, I mean, to be honest, I have no real experience and stuff with trading IPOs, but I don't believe Circle's financials are actually like that impressive or anything too much to sing about. So I think we maybe probably see another Coinbase scenario where IPOs and just, you know, just hits the floor.
Right.
But I would be interested in maybe picking it up, you know, if we, you know, if/when we get another harsh bear market. I'd be interested in maybe picking it up if it forms something like Coin did. And then, you know, obviously Coin from Thingo did about a 10x, didn't it, to its peak? So I don't know. Would you be interested in something like that, mate, or do you just plan on sticking to Bitcoin and stuff?
No, I just like Bitcoin, really, which, by the way, is pumping away nicely, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because you do, even though you don't actually, like, realize it maybe at first take, crypto stocks, you know, mostly, obviously Coinbase, MicroStrategy. Not so much the mining stocks, I don't think, off the top of my head. I don't think they've done exceptional, apart from maybe a few. But, you know, particularly Coinbase and MicroStrategy, obviously MetaPlanet's done very well since acquiring Bitcoin. But particularly Coinbase and MicroStrategy have outperformed Bitcoin over this cycle, haven't they? By quite a bit. Obviously, we saw Coin done a 10x. I think Bitcoin's done about a 7x from the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's outperformed it a little bit, but obviously MicroStrategy has done, I don't know what it's done, but it's done a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that guy's a loony myself.
Yeah, so the bot trade will be it will be in profit now, won't it? Because I think the entry price was 85k. We did go up to a high of 85,450-ish, but currently it should be in about, you know, it should be in profit now because we're currently about $200 above the entry.
Yeah, mine's 3% in profit. It's only $3.73, but
yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah, obviously getting a snapback on the S&P now after falling off. Quite a really strong reaction from it as well. So yeah, this is what I was talking about before. You know, not really any interest in messing around with trying to short Bitcoin just here. I would like to see a really nice volatile squeeze first. Would you like it to squeeze, mate? I bet you would, wouldn't you?
I would actually. I just spotted I just remembered I had a BitGet trade open from 85,067. So that's in profit now. I might close that actually. Yeah. I don't know.
Right. If anyone is looking to do any trades, though, obviously, you know, you've seen, say, with crypto displaying the bot. Obviously, at Stonksy, we recommend BLOFIN exchange. Obviously, that's where the bots are based. So if you do want to create a non-KYC account as well, you know, Cater's non-KYC, you can click that first link in the description, and I've just put it in the chat as well. Obviously, using the Stonksy link as well, you do get some nice welcome bonuses too. So do make sure you sign up to that if you're looking to take any trades, or, you know, you just want a nice exchange to hold your funds on, or maybe buy and sell some spot, or if you're planning on getting Stonksy, and then you obviously want to take advantage of the bots, and you can obviously get 20% off your first month of Stonksy if you want to come and have a go. Link is in the description for that as well, and the discount code. Do drop us an email if you want to pay in crypto and get the discount note too. But yeah, we are getting a squeeze, nice squeeze. Should we have a look what's going on across the market?
Yeah.
Just going to get a quick drink. Hang on, because I've got dry mouth today.
So I'm going to have to go in a minute, actually. But yeah.
Oh, you're abandoning me, are you?
Yeah, he's going to get. Actually, I don't know, because I got a text saying my daughter was in detention because she hadn't done her homework. But but I don't think she's got homework now because she's like year 11. So they're just revising now. So I'm a bit confused. Anyway, but I normally get her at 3:00. So I don't know. I'll wait to hear from her, I suppose. I'll stay on a bit longer.
All right, mate. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Right, we'll have a look at the market now. I was just getting a quick drink. Right. Okay, so coming a bit down on Bitcoin at the moment. ETH, in terms of ETH, what have we got? We have 1868. Relative to that, we are still up, obviously, from where it bottomed out on Sunday and Monday. But obviously, relative to Bitcoin, again, this is where we can see the underperformance. Yesterday, Bitcoin is pressing its highs. If we look at ETH, obviously, relative to yesterday's highs, it's still got quite a bit of room to go back up towards that 1925, 1920s level. We can see that again on ETH Bitcoin falling down. I think we've still got potentially one more drop down to go on ETH Bitcoin before. I mean, how often have we said that? We've said that many times, haven't we? But we've potentially got one more drop down. Just doesn't seem like there's any form of relative strength coming across that yet. Got XRP still trading in its range, of course. Held its range, test again around the $2 level. So that's all holding for now. Are there any altcoins that you're looking at that's taking your fancy, mate?
Not really.
No. But Hive, everything seems to be quite similar. Well, it will be quite similar to yesterday because the market has not done anything major, has it? Obviously, TON is one of the stronger altcoins at the moment. As you can see, it made another high yesterday, up at 421-ish. So TON is remaining strong. For those of you that are in the Discord, I don't know if you remember, mate, but I said about this, about TON, around the 281 level. Now, I wish I would have held my bag on that because it would be up 43% now. But we did get that mega pump, didn't we, straight after, and it got like 25, 30%. So I wish I would have held it, but I didn't. But yeah, I did call that in the Stonksy Discord because we had this high time frame range SR test.
Okay. Have you mentioned DOT yet at all? Because I know that's one that Block Pro was talking about the other day.
What we mentioned in DOP?
Yeah, DOT, Polkadot.
I was going to say DOP's dead, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with DOP. DOT, let's see, DOT, 410. Yes, so DOT's quite interesting, really. When you go on the daily, obviously, Stonksy caught really nice drop down on it. But if you look back, this is obviously going back to last cycle. This is where it obviously launched on Binance. I don't know whether this was straight on the token launch or obviously just when it launched on Binance. But this is where it come down to and found obviously demand and settlement before going on its big rally. Then, eventually as price traded back, this is where it came into again around this level. Obviously dropped a bit below here. So you could probably pull in a box or draw the level somewhere else if you wanted to. But again, pretty much anywhere around this like sort of 360 to 380 sort of region is where prices come into, found demand and support again here most recently. So really, you would imagine as long as it doesn't start to create new lows and drop maybe towards like 350 and below. Obviously, I've got this drawn out here, which was, the highs so far in February where it settled and then just slammed into resistance constantly. But I think on the higher time frame, it's around this like $11/$12 region. Yeah, where we'd need to clear. So you can see the weekly closes around sort of this kind of region, can't you? I'm not sure exactly what level Block Pro's got mapped out, but you can see here pretty much prices come into here, and this is where it's topped out. So if you clear sort of $10.5 to $11 on a weekly close, I think you get a decent rally towards about 20, maybe something, maybe a bit around there.
So Bitcoin's gone a bit nutty.
Whoa! Yeah.
And that actually means that the bot, as I've got it set up, is 8.8% in profit.
Yeah.
So I mean, if I wanted, I could just close that now, couldn't I? And then
you can manually close if you want to. Do you want to whack? I don't know. Have you got time to whack your screen up just to show everyone?
Yeah, sure.
I can put it back on. You still got it thingy, yeah. So yeah, for everyone looking, obviously we are 8% in profit on that. On Saver Crypto's trade anyway, obviously, because he's using $100 of margin.
Yeah. So so you can see the thingy there. Oh no.
Yeah, you could input your own as well if you wanted to, couldn't you?
Yeah. So where was the where's that post there? Right. So that's the thingy, 8.45%.
Yeah.
If I wanted, I could just close that now and just say, okay, well that's done. That's all right. It's only $7 because I'm only playing with 110 or 112 rather. But 8.2%, you could close that and then leave it and then do what I said and start off with $2,000, earn 1.7% a day, and then you'd have $1 million. As easy as that.
As easy as that, eh? Quick. If you want to, the famous line, "Get rich quick."
Yeah. There's no such thing unless you got Stonksy.
But yeah, that's great now. Yeah, look at that. That is nice. Do you know what? It's worked out so well that that's happened on stream, innit?
I know.
Bitcoin is going nutty now, up to 86k. It's kind of looking like. Sorry, mate. It's kind of looking like maybe we are going to get that scenario discussed. We're coming into now that high time frame trend line. For anyone watching this, this is obviously the high time frame trend line coming down from all-time highs, that where price has fallen off from. Obviously came into supply. We are looking like it's going to try and break that. This move could be volatile. And, the fact that Stonksy bot is getting it is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We are going, aren't we? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Loki says Bitcoin coming for those highs. It looks like it, mate, doesn't it? It looks like it. Yeah, I mean, the way it's moving at the moment with how strong this is, it's something where it's like, it's good that the bot is long because it looks like you don't really want to try and step in front of this and try and short it too quick, because it looks like it might just start running through shorts just constantly.
Yeah.
Because people are going to be trying to short this move because it's got a bit of obviously upwards movements, and then it might just carry on just running through them short stops and liquidations. We'll have to see.
But that's nice, isn't it?
Really nice. Yeah, really nice. I mean, 10%. Yeah, and thing is as well is that's quick, isn't it? How long did you open that ago? About, what was it? Would have been about
an hour ago, wasn't it?
About an hour, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, if you can make 10% every hour.
Yeah, so Bitcoin, from where I've got the trend line, Drew, anyway, it's really battling with that trend line at the moment. But we have got a really big response on the S&P as well. That's had a big 1 hour candle. So risk assets are getting a push.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see what happens with Bitcoin here. Yeah. But yeah, it's potentially one of them where you do, you don't really want to try and step in front of this train until it looks like it's going to slow down. And like I said before, didn't I? You could easily see it if it gets, a rocket up its ass. It could run all them stops and liquidations that we'll have that have built up from that move that we had last week, where it was topping out around, you know, below 89k and then was putting in them lower highs.
Yeah. Oh, Coinbase has gone up. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's pretty much, that's tied in, isn't it? It's tied in with kind of the crypto market. You know, same with MicroStrategy. I bet MicroStrategy's up decent today as well. Do make sure you all drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. And if you're not subscribed, do make sure you subscribe. For those of you that are watching on X, please do go on to the Stonksy profile, click that link to go over to the YouTube, and do subscribe and watch some videos.
Yeah. Anyway,
easy, Kev. What's going on, my friend? Go on, mate. Now's your time to shill your links and stuff like that, because I don't think I've said it yet.
Okay, right. I better go anyway. Okay, so look, I've got a website called savewithcrypto.org. It even says there it's .org, not .com, right? Savewithcrypto.org. That's me there. That's what I look like, sort of. And look, here's all the exchanges that I shill, and this is how to get hold of me here on YouTube, X, and Telegram. Okay, everything's here on savewithcrypto.org. And that's me, really. And I've got to go because I have to get my daughter. But thank you very much for having me again. I look forward to next time, and have a lovely day, everyone.
Yes, big thank you, mate, for coming on again. Obviously, for those of you, that haven't yet, do make sure you click his links in the description of this stream. Follow him on YouTube and X, and go and visit his website. But big up Save with Crypto for coming on every Wednesday. Do go show him some love over on his channel and on his X. And obviously we will have him on next Wednesday. Look forward to it, because it's a great stream, isn't it? It's a great stream. Look forward to it every week.
Yeah, enjoyed that. Anyway, right, I got to go. I'll take care. See you soon.
See you, mate. Right. Let's move over to my screen again. So we've got Bitcoin again struggling with this high time frame trend line that we've got here. So, I mean, I think it probably all depends on if we get continued TradFi strength, maybe. But we've got everything responding quite well, even though things are in the red. I imagine they are less red than they was before, given that this Bitcoin 1 hour candle that we've had and just overall push up over the past morning, obviously from putting in a, is that a daily low there? Yeah, it will have been a daily low there. So it's going to be an interesting day, obviously, with Trump's tariff speech thing tonight as well. So lots of volatility. Looks like there's going to be lots of volatility. But I'm interested in this now. I am interested in what may happen to Bitcoin this week. Are we just going to get a full-blown bang, just complete blowout of short-side liquidity? Take care. Well, yeah, take care. He's a great guy, and he do make sure you all go and show him some love, because he deserves it. He puts out some great, I think he does daily videos on his YouTube. I love watching his videos on YouTube. But yeah, he puts out some great content on YouTube, and obviously show him some love on X as well. He's a cracking guy. But what's everyone thinking? Obviously, Loki, I know your thoughts. You're gunning for that sort of 91, 92, 93k region, aren't you? But what's everyone else's thoughts? Does everyone else think that this is maybe a little fake out kind of move? Are we just pumping into this to then dump back down later? What's everyone's thoughts? Let me know. Should we go and have a look at some liquidity? We can have a look at some liquidity, can't we? So we are, oh, actually, yeah, look at that. We have grabbed that 24-hour liquidity now. So that's where we've pushed right into, grabbing that little chunk of 24-hour liquidity. We have a look at 3-day. Okay, this is quite interesting, actually, for where we've moved into, isn't it? We've moved into, obviously, grab liquidity. That was built up all yesterday, above yesterday's highs. So was that just a liquidity grab? Are we going to drop back down? Again, that was the hotspot, weren't it? Or maybe we need one more slight push up to grab that hotspot. But this is obviously what I was talking about on stream. The build up of stops and liquidity above these highs that we had last week. You can see it all here, you know, from 88k onwards to 90. What have we got on the monthly? Yep, there we go. So it suggests maybe a move into kind of like 90k, maybe a little bit higher. And then obviously we have got this big build up below. So this is what makes me think that potentially one strong possibility is, I know everyone either wants, don't they? Everyone either wants a move back into this range. So, you know, a reclaim of kind of like 92k-ish. Everyone wants a reclaimer there to move back into the range to then obviously open up the movement towards the range high and in and around that. But is it not just possible that we just spend, you know, potentially throughout the next couple of months, you know, deep into summer, just trading here? Because everyone either wants to push back into here to, you know, obviously provide a bullish outlook, or a drop lower to buy lower, or maybe short it down there, whatever. If we just trade in here in a range, kind of gives no side what they want, does it? If you're a bull, obviously you want it to reclaim here to then start trading towards all-time highs. You not necessarily if you're a bear, but you know, maybe you want to buy lower to then maybe ride a move up towards 120, 130k, whatever it may be, or you know, maybe back up towards 90, 100. You kind of give no side what they want if you just drag out the process in this range, do you? So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, we are kind of drifting a bit back down now, aren't we? Complete wipeout of upside. I think we dump tomorrow once Trump has done his speech. Well, the speech is today, mate. Do you reckon we start dumping today soon, maybe during it or once he's done? I think one more pop above around 86.6. Then smash down to 78 and beyond. Liberation Day, all investors are liberated from their money. We are back above daily SR, 84k. Yeah, the 84k region is really key. The 84k region is really key. You know, March's monthly open was a key level as well. I think that was around 84.5-ish, something like that. But yeah, no doubt. I mean, it could go either way, couldn't it? You can see it doing all sorts. So we'll see. We'll see. Will the market be closed when he does his speech? I think it will close. I think it closes half an hour after he starts. So he'll start at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think the stock market close at 4:30, I think. Let me see. I can tell you. I think it closes at 4:30. I think it doesn't close at 5, does it? So the market closes... Oh, no, 5. Yeah, 5. So it'll close an hour after he starts speaking. So I don't know how long this thing's meant to go on for. So it'll close an hour after. So the stock market will be open for an hour during his speech. Again, does he start speaking straight away, or is this like a big event sort of thing where people will speak first and then he speaks last or something? I've really no idea exactly what the structure of it is. But I don't know. It could go on for an hour. It could go on for 2 hours. Who knows? He could maybe start speaking straight away. I'm really not sure. So, We'll just have to see. What should we look at anyway? Anyone got anything, or maybe any theories or anything that we could look at? Let me know if you want me to look at anything specific or whatever it may be. It is pushing back up though, isn't it? So it seems, obviously, the move's strong on the S&P. So I kind of had this region as a region of interest that I was looking at. Obviously, if we go to, say, the 4-hour, maybe we could move it a bit higher. But kind of just where supply came into the market. Maybe we could move it up to the... I kind of like this. I don't know. I kind of fancied maybe it pushing into here and then dropping off again. Should we have a look, see what the Mag 7's doing there? Okay, so we've had a bit of a turnaround, haven't we? We've had everything looking like it's going to shift green. Everything that opened down, they've got really nice 1-hour candles on them now, as you can see, from where they opened. Particularly Nvidia and Tesla. Tesla was 5% down when we looked at it before. Now it's really closing that gap, nearly positive. And obviously the MAG's ETF, much higher than on open. So, yeah, strong day overall, strong day. And it's giving Bitcoin some room, tightly correlated to the S&P at the moment. If the S&P drops down, then, Bitcoin's following it. If the S&P steadies up or obviously goes up, Bitcoin gets some nice relief to push up. I usually like Trump, but it's hard on for tariffs, could risk market meltdown and global recession. The thing is, I think really, I don't know, I think he kind of, would he remove the tariff? Obviously, the reciprocal, aren't they? I think a lot of them. So, if other countries drop theirs, then in turn the US wouldn't apply tariffs. But I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe the US has been getting fisted on tariffs for a while, I think. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense if the EU are applying tariffs to the US and then the US just aren't to the EU. I don't know. I don't know whether that was the case or whether it was just a much smaller number. Yeah, so I think, was it Israel? I think Israel removed tariffs yesterday, I think it was. So obviously then the US won't apply tariffs to them. So I think that's his goal, innit, is to maybe just stop US companies getting fisted on tariffs. If everyone's willing to play ball and drop theirs, then he'll drop the US's. But you can't blame him, can you? Because if it's going to bring in that much more money or potentially save obviously a lot of money for US companies, then why not? But all it does is bring in uncertainty in it. UK removing tax on US tech companies, yes, and Vietnam, yes. So that's it's his goal, isn't it? It's kind of just testing. It's testing people, and kind of it's basically who blinks first, isn't it? Who blinks first? Them kind of saying, "Are you actually going to do this?" And then when it looks like he's actually going to do it, they're like, "Well, do we actually want him to do this?" And then if not, they kind of just play ball. Well, really nice push up on Bitcoin now. Pushing hard and strong. Yes, the UK charge USA 20% VAT, so they're just getting it back. Well, exactly, that's it, isn't it? I suppose, from their point of view, anyway, you know, I mean, for me, does it have any effect on my life and stuff like that? I don't think so. I don't know. Not to the best of my knowledge. I don't know whether, would Apple products be cheaper and stuff like that in countries and stuff? Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it will do it. But 600 bill, which could replace income tax for anyone earning under 150k. Well, it was interesting as well because a figure come out. I think it was. I don't know whether it was for the month of February or like half of February into half of March or something. But the US government's outgoings was 600 billion, and then the incomings was 300 billion. Now that deficit is obviously there's a 300 billion hole there, isn't there? But Doge had done a lot of work to reduce that. So I'm guessing obviously the outgoings used to be a lot more. So Doge obviously has saved the US government a lot of money by cost cutting. So they have to I mean, from that figure that I seen anyway, I don't know if that's, like kind of like a monthly figure or, how much it differs each month. But it seems like there's around about a 300 billion black hole. From what I've seen anyway, from that figure, again, it might differ month to month probably. But yeah. It would make the US very wealthy, wouldn't it? But the thing is, on something like that, when you start doing that, you increase inflation, don't you? Because people have more money. Then obviously they've got more money to buy things, so then demand goes up. So then, companies put the prices up. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, great stream today, obviously. Save with Crypto, great guy. My camera's zoomed in on my face again. How annoying. But yeah, Save with Crypto is an absolutely fantastic guy. Do make sure you give him a follow on YouTube and X. His links are in the description. Make sure you do sign up to BLOFIN. Link is in the description. And if you do want to get Stonksy, obviously get full indicator access, Discord access, and whitelisted for the trading bots, which we went through live on stream. Save with Crypto netted 10% on his trade that opened on stream from the high frequency bot. Do click that link in the description as well, where you'll find a discount code too. And if you want to pay with fiat, obviously you just put the discount code in at checkout. If you want to pay with crypto, drop us an email. You'll find an email on the website. Just say you want to get the monthly plan, you want to use code BOT20, and we'll sort that out for you. But that's all from me today. Obviously, really nice price action to capture on stream. We'll see where we are tomorrow when we come in. Obviously, we'll have Trump speaking tonight, so we'll see what sort of price action has unfolded between now and then. So it should be a nice, good stream analysing what's happened and maybe if it sets the tone for a market trend one way or another. But until then, have a great rest of your day. And for those of you in the Discord, I'll see you in there. But that's all from me. Like and subscribe before you go. Bye-bye. I'll catch you tomorrow.